And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past time. They'll come out in the pistol. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take... And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver, 62 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? Right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Oh, look at the juke. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Brady to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to rifle one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The former seventh-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Again, it's Brady. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. 2 yards to go here on third down. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. And then they pick up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Brady throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And once again, they go with Sproles. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 near midfield. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And Charles, a note on Blunt, his best year statistically this season in his 8-year career. First time topping 1,000 yards since he was a rookie.
Yeah, he went over 1,100. 18 touchdowns on the ground. What a phenomenal season. If I'm not mistaken, he had never had more than 7 rushing touchdowns in a year before.
Correct.
Wow, what a big-time year for him. And all that does is open things up for Tom Brady in the passing game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And Selleck here, left side. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it with Sproles. And some room to maneuver. A gain of 32 that time.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Sproles, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Danny Amendola on the return. Past the 30. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where he is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, And while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, as we sit on the eve of the playoffs, interesting note, first time since 2003 that both Super Bowl teams from the previous year have not made the playoffs. That leads me to this question. Who's the biggest underachieving team of this season?
Well, I would start with Carolina. They went 15-1 last year, and while they were the runner-ups in the Super Bowl, we fully expected them to make a run back towards it this year. I'd say also, if you stick with that, Arizona, trendy preseason pick. They didn't make the playoffs. And Jacksonville was another trendy pick. They didn't make any move towards being a better football team. On the flip side, on the overside, Miami, they made the playoffs. I think Detroit, Tennessee both made great moves. And how about the Dallas Cowboys?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And out come the Eagles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third and long, it's Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. We have hit halftime still. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Now Dion Lewis to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Sproles. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And quickly they get to the line. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
It's going to go on 4th down. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Brent Selleck, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there on the screen pass. 30 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a score closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 1st down, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Here's Sproles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had... throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The defensive tackle, Alan Branch, is the one to bring him down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Now Ryan Matthews on 3rd down. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only... Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And the Patriots gearing up. One-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. 23 yards on the play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on first down is Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On second down, here's Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. On first down, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has